You see me on the wanted posters, that's who I am. I've traveled around the UK all the way to Amsterdam. The sheriffs and the Rosas, they're all after me, because I camp out all night and sleep all day for free.
Right, Happy New Year. Yeah, it seems that long, doesn't it? Been away this, more than likely coming around for a month now. Quick reasoning behind that was the holiday I said I was going on. Obviously was Saturday to Saturday, so we knew we was going to miss that, more than likely. I did want to do a video there. I had a great site for it, pillbox that was on the beach at Grey Yarmouth. Would have been great video to have seen. However, we've only got a small car, and by the time we had all the luggage, the youngster in, there was no way this backpack was going to fit in there as well, so I had to give that a neck. The following week, you all know about the mattress. Tried replacing it, couldn't get one in time. The last sort of last minute plan for that was to get to go outdoors, and they had a camp bed, which I thought better off with a camp bed maybe than a mattress. It probably would have been a little bit on the heavy side, but it was $13.99 to go outdoors. What a great bargain. Popped up there, didn't have in stock, just my luck. And the next go outdoors was 14.7 miles away. It weren't happening. That was 3 o'clock on the Saturday afternoon. Last Saturday, I think we all felt those torrential rains. Not a problem for me. I wouldn't have minded going in the rain, no problem. The only issue I had was I'm cheap as chips. Everything on me is cheap. I've got no waterproofs, got no waterproof trousers. I would have been drenched before I even got there, and I wouldn't have enjoyed myself. You wouldn't have got a great video because I'd have been really knocked. Anybody want to send me some waterproofs for free? I don't mind. I'll accept charity. But yeah, so sun's blazing today. Been planning this for a while. It might not go to plan. But there, look, you see Wolverhampton A460, Birmingham and Telford M54. That's the island. Now, if all else fails, I might go and have a look on that island, and we'll be doing a motorway island stealth camp. But I'm hoping to do one better. We'll be going onto private property today, an estate, the Hilton Estate. What I've seen over here on Google Maps is this tower, and it's called the Portobello Tower. It was given as a gift to an admiral, if I remember right. If I'm saying it wrong, it won't matter, because I'll put some information on the screen at a later time for the video, probably whilst filming it. A few still images of it as well. Could do with a drone, but you know, money in it, ain't got one, so we're gonna have to do about that, but we'll see what kind of footage we can get of it. So now it's just a question, where I just pointed to that sign. If you follow that round, there's a very small fence which I tend to climb and stick to the right hand side through some foliage and trees. And there's a small section of trees later on, but hopefully I should be able to camp quite close to the motorway there, far enough from any cattle, deer, whatever else is going to be knocking about, because the last thing I want is any farmers coming around checking up. Hopefully they haven't got any infrared cameras and all that, you know, and my day's not gone great. Keep it real, keep it cheap as chips. That's the island. I don't know if there's any flat land in there. It might just all be raised. But there's always somewhere else to go, isn't there? We've got plenty of sunlight at the moment. We've got no cameras around. So if you see this fence here, we can get over, I believe. So we're over. That was a bit of a pain in the posterior. Nettles, brambles. You'll see a broken fence. Another car. We didn't see the first time. Oh, it's the same one. Sugar. I hope they don't keep patrolling. Yeah. So I think that there was a homeless person, or there might have been a makeshift camp for some kids or whatever. It didn't look that kind of camp. It looked like a proper homeless camp. Sheets, bits of tarpaulin. Yeah. So I didn't want to leave the camera on in case whoever was there came out, if there was anybody there at all, you know, and they started having a pop. I want to catch that all on camera. But anyway, we're going to keep going up here. I'm going to turn off the camera for a bit because it's so unsteady underfoot that I need both hands to break my fall. Just a small interesting thing. So, on the map, you'll have seen this coach company. So I've now got to bypass all that now. So more or less, as you can see on the map, more or less where that coach company is. And I've just brought on my location. It's still looking even more dense here. What TV presenter would feel at home in here? Jackie Brambles. I'm going to be itching tonight. Fawns, nettles, everything's attacking me. Let's have a look. That's what I'm putting up with. All this for a proxy video. I think we're getting to the end of the populated area as such. The coach area and what looks like some old farm buildings. We've still got much more of this to get through. I'm absolutely sweating pigs. Right next to the motorway barrier. Didn't catch it on video, but I just fell down there. Not making much progress. I'm wondering whether it was all worth it. I don't know if you can see it properly on camera. That is a huge drop. And I don't know what that is. I don't know whether it's some kind of viaduct, some support for the bridge. But I'm still nowhere near the tower, as you can see on the map. I was tempted to drop down there. It's whether I'll get back up the other side, or whether just to keep pushing through what I'm already pushing through here. Can get through to the motorway bit there, and maybe push through over the back of that fence. Or could just literally climb this one here and drop down. I don't know. One might be a mistake, one might be a giant flipping mistake. So, let's climb that. Down there. I'm going down to check this out. Nice. I'm just wondering which way to go now. We do going up there. Looks too dense yet again. If I go through there, that's going to take me under the motorway, so that's nowhere where I need to be. Actually, this is maybe some kind of storm drain. This is all concrete. Oh sugar, more barbed wire. That's where I want to be. I think I can see the bottom of the tower over there. It's the motorway. Anything I can think of. Let's go along this side. I can't keep holding my stick. Sorry guys. Well, it might look funny if I fall. That'll be funny for me. Right people. We're in the patch of woods that we want to be. Directly in front of us is the tower. You can't see it, but I will take you up there either later tonight or in the morning. Down there, it's not looking great on camera, but let's see if I can focus and see. What I thought was abandoned farmhouses may just be bricked up for some very battened up. I don't know. Might be used, might not. But just over there, you can't see it from here, is an actual farmhouse. I'm just wondering where's the best place to pitch now. But first I need to sit down and have a drink. I'll be able to make use of this. It's not that flat, but I have my cot bed now. Hopefully I won't be rolling too much. And I could possibly go over here. I wanted to stay away from as many nettles as I could because of the flies. Not that I've got much choice. Some choices better than none. Oh, well guys, my selfie stick's broke. I've just found I can still hold it up somehow. Let's go through the stuff that we bought today. So, we got hot dogs, we got some fig rolls, we've got some crumpets in here with some butter for the morning, margarine, sorry, some mustard for me hot dogs, onions for me hot dogs, and hot dogs, and ketchup. I've got some coffees, which I'm going to make one now, and then I'm going to get on with cooking. So I've got a little block of lard in here. I haven't had lard in probably 30 odd years, since my mother used to cook everything in it. I can't do this one-handed, so I'm going to melt that in that pan there, and then chop my onions in, and we'll get back to that. Putting all my rubbish in there. There's that bit of fat, a wet wipe, and coffee sachet. That's melted now. Sizzling away. Do you know, when I was at Great Yarmouth, I had a hot dog and chips in some pub. Nice meal. But when they asked me for onions, I said yeah. They'd come out, and they would come out with raw onions. What on earth does that? But I tried it. I actually liked it. I was going to complain. I mean, I like mine burnt to a crisp usually. But yeah, brought them out raw, just chopped up and sliced. Well, it had a quiet taste, but it seemed to work. I ain't doing these like that, and I'm sure I just heard a gun. That's worrying. Chin chin. Still cooking away there. Worked out the trick to having coffees now, especially when you're in a rush. Don't completely boil it. Just get the water warm. Just warm enough that it singes your finger a little bit. And it's drinkable then. And it's saving a bit of gas. What I'm going to do, because there's quite a few these spiders and all sorts of bloody things that keep crawling over me. I've got no lid for that. I've only got one for the pot for the hot dogs. So I'm going to pop them back in the sealed container once they're cooked. It don't really matter if they're warm or whatever. I mean, the hot dogs only take 5 minutes to simmer. So I've got to get up. I've got to come up with a plan. Once I'm in the tent later on, I have to have a good nosy on Google Maps. Sorry, I ain't looking at camera again. Yeah, so that tunnel that we saw earlier, I'm wondering whether I can go through that and come out the other side, whether it's going to be easier to get back. Because that's going to take me another hour in the morning to climb through. I really don't want that. I mean, I suppose I could risk climbing over the fence and then walking down the road of the coach park. But seeing as I saw the same pickup twice, he might actually be the farmer, and he might be a road that continues past the coach place. I don't know. I'll have to have a look on the maps and see what I can do. Other than that, I can go that way. Maybe. I just don't know. A bit in limbo. Don't fancy going for all those nettles again. I'm absolutely pricked. All over my fingers. I have got a bit of Savlon, but I'll just hero it out. So I don't know if you want to comment how brown you like your onions. They're getting there. They're not right for me yet. Some nice bits of brown there. But the way I see it, it's like steak. If it ain't black, send it back. So I'm adding a drop of salt, little Mackey's sachet. Season my onions. Okay. Those puppies are in there. Hot dogs, puppies. Get it? I'm getting a pedigree with these jokes, aren't I? Okay, so the plan here was I had everything prepared. Got an old bottle of barbecue sauce. There, slug. Yeah, so little empty bottle of barbecue sauce, washed it out, and just put a decent amount of ketchup in it. But, I could do some little condiment things, but tiny bottles, spray bottles and stuff for like oil as opposed to the lard. That was a last minute thing I thought of with the lard. But I've just had a taste of them onions. Bloody lovely. Can't beat chips or beef burgers cooked in lard, can you? I don't know why I bought my plate. With all the bugs and creatures around, I don't leave anything on the plate, so I'm making one at a time. And there we go, baby. Can't really see the onions, but they're under all that ketchup and mustard. Bon appetito. Cracking. Best part of my day so far. I'm not going to film everything. You don't want to watch me eat all this, especially the way I look at the moment. So there's the onions. I've done it with the ketchup. But there we are. So, perfect addition to my bag. Oh, cleaned a lot of stuff up there. All my pots are all nice and clean now. Got all that lard, well, almost all the lard. I think there's some hard bits, some that have set already, some bits. But I got all the onions out and all bagged up. All my rubbish there. Ready to take with me. Oh, sugar mate, my legs. Oh dear. Leave my equipment over there. Oh, by the way. Yeah. Actually looks grey from here, but it's not. It's full. It's proper olive green. Yeah. So, we need to do. It's not that dense actually. I'll tell you what, when I was on about the shooting earlier, I'm just beginning to wonder if those there a red marker, another red marker, another red marker. I don't know if they had anything to do with it. Last thing I want is to be hurt over here. What I'm more concerned with is if I have any of these cameras, these night vision cameras. Crazy view. I can actually see somebody with a dog. Now, we're walking back down. I don't know what kind of offence they could take to this thing with sugar. I look like they're coming back, whoever it is. No? they've walked out of here. I mean, maybe this is where they put their guns on. And they put all this fencing around. I was absolutely right, look. Clay pigeons. So I'm not going to spend too long here. I just want to show you. So that looks like it was caved in or purposely done. Let's try and zoom in on that. Can't quite see what it says. I'm certainly hoping I can decipher that and try and print something for you on screen. There's a heavy score, a heavy crack in that. Such a beautiful thing. Another entry. Now I know people on YouTube, well, a couple of people have put some footage on, drone footage. They've been able to bring a drone right over, but I think some of them have had permission to do so. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's a shame, isn't it? Someone's got up there and done that. I tell you what though, if that belonged to me, if that was on my land, there'd be glass in there, glass up there, there'd be a top floor, and I'd be looking out there in the late hours of the evening over the land. It must be a fantastic view from the top there. I'll take you once more. And we'll just, yeah, beautiful. So I've been wanting to do this for ages, guys. I'm definitely not going to come back over here in the morning because I am concerned now that I've definitely come to the conclusion that there's definitely shooting going on. Maybe I'm hoping to get in contact with the guy that got the footage, but there again, if I get that footage, or ask him for that footage, and tell him I've been over here, he might just have been given permission to come over here with the drone, and then he might go and tell the property owners. So we'll just keep it between me, you, and YouTube, I think. That's beautiful. So I think this will be it for tonight, and we'll probably see each other in the morning. Ta-ra for a bit. I know it says I'll see you in the morning. I like talking to you guys. I just spotted this while I was in bed. Let's have a look. Look at that sunlight coming through. Nature's illumination, eh? It's just hitting right, ladies. Don't even need my lantern on yet. As I said, see you in the morning. Keep it real, keep it cheap as chips. Ta-ra for a bit. Morning. It's 25 to 5. I haven't had much sleep last night. I don't know why. This thing is great, comfortable, really comfortable. I can side sleep on it, sleep on my back, sleep on my front. So that wasn't an issue. But I think for some reason I got disturbed by the motorway. Yeah, but I'm awake now, so gonna get stuff sorted soon. Get back to you. Alright guys, so this is how the cot bed comes disassembled. There's your sheet. The blue rods there are affixed like 10 poles with an elastic inside. So they just make 2 long struts. And then obviously you've got your smaller struts. The stack of legs. These are quite clever. Got a little tiny ridge there, so they interlock with each other. They're not solid like, but you can, what you do is, I'll be taking these poles out, those poles, then those will pretty much should stay all together before I put them in the bag, and then they'll be in the bag just as they are now, with the sheet around the tops of the poles there. So quite a nice system, I suppose. Still having problems getting the legs out. They are a pain in the arse, they really are. I can see me breaking some more, at least in the future. Might be something I'll have to address by getting some tent poles of the right size. I can't pick one out at the moment. One of these orange ones definitely was bent. Here we go. So you can see that just by pulling them out and bending them. I suppose when I assemble it, if I turn it the opposite way around, it'll probably bend that back straight, I'm assuming, if I think about it. Other than that, it should be a lot easier probably with that bending, but we'll see. Yeah, so we're in the semi-dark here. Took the top of the tent off. Got some water boiling here, ready for me drink. The idea was, as soon as that sunlight comes out, pretty much try and make a break for it over the field, try and get through where the coach park is without being spotted. To be honest, once I'm on that road, hopefully it won't matter. A private road. I'm assuming it's private anyway. 22 minutes past 5. A bit more light. Hopefully that's better. Little bit of lens flare. Doesn't matter. At least you can see what I'm doing. Oh. Where are you, baby? left. Oh, that'll do well, won't it? Not even stirring. I don't know whether to take the tent down, give me that just a bit more time, pack everything away. I think I will. Do that. We cup down there, plate on top. I'll stop any ants or whatever, creepies trying to get in. The tent pegs, just giving them a wipe, get the soil off them. Don't want the inside of the bag dirty. As I say, I gotta take some of these to work, put them in the vice, give them a quick nip up, straighten up. No, might as well put some gas on. What do you reckon? I think it's going to do the job. Set fire to the bloody thing now. Tell you what, it's quick. I could have got my skewers, made some legs around this, I think. Just put 4 in, or a few more, just to hold it up over the... I honestly thought when I tried this last night, before I came here, I just put it on there. I thought, oh great, that holds it. Never thought about how high the flame would get. Well, to be honest, that's cooked. Let's put it on something that won't burn. So, just put it on there. Turn that off for a bit. I'm not that hungry. I think I might eat the other 2 at home, to be honest. Bit of pain in the arse, but that's not the real reason. It's because I had 4 fig rolls left this morning. So, me being me, I ate them. Just give that a bit of time to soak in. I'm on with that. Crumpets. was secretly hoping so. Keep them for a bit later this morning. You on top. Pull that drawstring. Yeah. Oh, God, my knee. Oh, I'm sure I've got arthritis. Oh. And there's my leg off my tripod. I'm never going to fix that now because it's like a little hinge that's broke on it. Back in there in a bit. Don't forget my coat. Drink my cuppa. And then I'm going to clear it off. So I'm going to turn the camera off now. Probably film a little bit as I'm walking down. Actually, I might not be wise until I actually get over a fence, if there's a fence at the bottom. There should be. Or a gate. If there's a gate, even better. I'm going to turn off now, and the next time you see me, hopefully, will be close to where the coach park is. We're talking a few final moments. Sorry about the jokes this week. It's what it is. I did ask people to message in. I haven't got that many subscribers. Obviously, not many people want to contribute. Well, nobody wants to contribute at the moment. If anybody does, it's David Brooks with an E, Facebook Messenger. Send me a message with your joke. I'll give you a mention on screen. It's your joke. I'll just tell it in my inevitable little way, if I'm any good. Let's see if one comes in. I'll see you soon. Why was the octopus refused to be able to pitch up? Because he wanted to put up 8 tentacles. So far it's took me about 7 minutes to get from where you saw me take the fall, basically camp, down to halfway down the road here. We're just coming up to, just finishing the coach place there, and we're heading down there. Yeah, can you imagine that I was in the thick of that last night, coming over here? It took me well over an hour and 10 minutes for the same 7-minute stretch. Over there is where I got in. Over there is where the motorway was. That part first part I got over, and then that's where that homeless person was in those woods there. Had to get. What's this? Premises. I mean, they obviously have people up here. I mean, fly tipping. That's disgusting. That's me fly tip, do you? Bring your own bag. Take it back home. So overall, new bed. Comfort. I'd like to say 10 out of 10, but yeah, no. I was going to give it an 8, because what it is it can be thin. I sleep in like a fetal position. I don't know who else does. Sometimes I sleep on my back and then I wake myself up snoring. But I do sleep in fetal position. So the only issue I probably had was my knee sticking over the side. But I got a mummy bag, so that was holding me in. I didn't feel that I was going to fall off the cot. So I'd say comfort, 9 out of 10. Easy. Much more comfortable than a mattress. Much more comfortable. I don't think I'd ever go back. I mean, this cot, it might not hold up. I might be repairing it back and forth with the poles, the struts. So, build quality, I would say a 6. Because it is holding up. Whereas I showed you this morning, one of those struts is bent. And all that is just taking them back out. Doesn't have a problem going in. I mean, you want to use one of them as an overnight camp bed for a guest at home. Great. Keep it up. Just keep it there. You can stand it on its end and just chuck it in the wardrobe. Chuck it at the back of the wardrobe. The actual canvas on it seems very strong. I mean, it's not canvas, but it's definitely. I think the stability is caused by the tension on those struts and the feet. Yeah, build quality 6 out of 10. Comfort 9 out of 10 easy, if not 10 out of 10. So I see my car. Hopefully it's not damaged. I always thought that this area had a bad rep, but let's see what we'll see. So all I'll say now is you've been watching the Cheapest Chips camping channel. Bid you adieu for now. See you in the next video. Don't know when. Keep it real. Keep it cheap. Keep it cheap as chips. Ta-ra for a bit.